Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chris, and if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I've been trying to put together a complete graded set of the original Star Wars Marvel comic series that ran from 1977 to 1986. Having fun doing it too. I've had a 4-year goal, and I'm kind of on month 19 or 20 roughly, and so far we've got about half the issues, and so I'm really enjoying the challenge and putting together the set. As sort of a background, I have 2 complete full raw sets of this series. I have a reading copy set, which is I use just for reading, and I also have a higher graded set that I just use to have in my collection. And I've been sending some of those books in to get graded, and they haven't really come back the grades that I really had hoped for or wanted. So what I've been doing is selling those books that have come back, and then using the proceeds to help fund higher grade copies and try to get as many 9/8s as I can. So during the process, I've also collected 6 CBCS books. One of them is number 38, which is signed by Michael Golden. And another one is number 68, which is signed by Jeremy Bulloch, who played Boba Fett in The Empire Strikes Back. Those 2 I am going to keep as mementos, but I will get higher grades in those in CGCs, so I'll be keeping those. But I am in the process of trying to replace my other 4 CBCS as sort of a OCD kind of thing. I want the whole run to be in CGC other than those 2 signed books. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've decided, I had to choose, what do I want to do? Do I want to crack open those books that I have already in 9/8, send them to CGC and see what they come back as, and if they come back as 9/8, great. If they don't, then, well, I got a book that's really not worth a whole heck of a lot, and I've already spent a whole lot of money to get it graded and shipping and all that kind of stuff. Or do I just go out and buy replacement CGC 9.8s for those other 4 books and then sell my CBCS? And that sounded like the best option to go, because I knew I'd be able to sell the 9/8s and put some money towards the replacements. I'll be happy, buyer will be happy. But then this happened. Let me show you the original. This is my 9/8 in CBCS, and I don't know if you can notice this or not, but check out the edge on that. That's really nice. It's really nice edge. There are no spine ticks at all. I hope you can see that. No color breaking spine ticks. The top is beautiful. The edges are crisp and clear. You can see there is nothing at all. And the back, I don't want to bore you with the back, but the back is as crisp and brand new as the front. And this is a CBCS 9.8, and it is everything a 9.8 can be. I couldn't find one thing really wrong with this, and I think it could have even been graded a little bit higher. The only thing it just did have was the typical little corner dings that they have from the production and the cutting process and all that kind of stuff. But this is a beautiful copy, and when I went out to replace this one, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going to get a 9.8. It'll be just as nice. Check this out. This came in this week. Star Wars number 102 in a CGC 9.8. Now, what I've been trying to do is, in this process of collecting this run, I've been trying to get the newer graded CGC cases and books. And you can tell because on the back, up in this corner here, you'll see a barcode, a QR code that you can scan, and it'll bring you to the grader's notes when there are grader's notes. Knowing CGC, more than likely there aren't. But this one came in, and it's a fairly new graded book. I mean, it's not old, but I don't know if you can notice this, but check out that spine. You can't probably tell because of the glare of the wrapper. But on this book, I count as many as 1, 2, 3, 4 color breaking spine ticks. 4. This is a 9/8. 4 color breaking 9 ticks. There is not one on this CBCS book. Not one. This is a 9.8. This is not a 9.8, even though it says it, and it's in the registry as CBC 9.8, Star Wars 102. This is not a 9.8. As much as I don't even have to be a professional grader, and I am not. Disclaimer, I am not a professional grader. I know very little about comic books. I know enough to be dangerous. But I can tell just by looking at this book, as a non-grader, as a non-professional comic book guy, this is not a 9.8. But it's got the label. If this had the newer QR codes, This wouldn't have been a 9.8. I think this would maybe be a 9.2, 9.4. I mean, there's just, and they're not overly noticeable. Like, you got to be looking for them. But as a grader, if I can notice them just by looking at them, and they're not terrible, but they're there. And if you look at this guy, and it's not the wrap either, because both of the wraps on these, well, you know, it could be the wrap, because, you know, the wrap on this one is almost perfect. But on this, the wrap is on that black spine, and those black spines are unforgivable. And it's so hard to see, and I'm sorry for rambling here, but when I got this in the mail, I opened it up, and I'm filming this on a Sunday, by the way. I got this on, you know, I got this in the mail earlier this week, and I opened it up, and I said, this isn't a 9.8, it just isn't. What saves this really, I think, what saves this is everything else on this book is just flawless. The corners are flawless, the back is flawless, the white, the corners, everything is just absolutely flawless, and those ticks are really, really minor. But now here comes the decision I have to make. The CBCS book is far and away the better of these two books. Which one do I keep? The goal was to replace this with this. This is the better book. Now what do I do? Do I crack it open? I currently have it on eBay right now. I currently have this guy on eBay right now. Do I sell it? But because it's so nice, do I crack it, resubmit it to CGC, and hope, and then sell this one? What do I do? What would you do? Tough decision. Either way, grading is a human process. It is. And as much as we get angry when we get these books in and go, oh, this could be so much better. This could be, this could be so much better. This is a case where I look at this and go, this could be so much worse. It's a human element business, and you just have to take the pluses with the minuses. This is one of those cases where not every 9.8 is a 9.8. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.